Hello everyone, today I'm joined by Joe Maphosa. Joe is a professional boxer who is based in Teesside. Today we will listen to Joe's story about what his background was in boxing, how COVID's impacted his career, and what his ambitions are post-COVID when he can actually get back in the ring. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. It's a great listen, one which I really enjoyed recording. So yeah, hope you'll enjoy it. Thank you. Hiya Joe, lovely to see you. How are you doing?
I'm all good, Mark. Thank you for having me on your show. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, really good. Joe, just for people that don't know you, can you just introduce yourself, a little bit of background on you, please?
Definitely. My name is Joe Maphosa. I'm a 26-year-old professional boxer from Teesside area. I'm currently living in Thornaby, and I'd say I've been involved in the sport for about 13 years now. It's been a long time.
Awesome. So what got you into boxing then? Talk us through why boxing?
Yeah, with boxing, I don't know what sort of attracted me initially, but none of my family have ever been into the sport or anything like that. But as a young kid, when I was about 13 or something like that, that's when I started my journey into boxing. But before that, I was just a really fit young lad. I liked playing football, playing rugby at school. I just like doing all sports, really, a lot of running, cross country. And then one time, I just decided to go to a boxercise session just for fitness, really, to try it out, just to see how it goes. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. The coaches thought, you know what, this kid has got something about himself. Let's introduce him to a registered amateur club, which was Middlesbrough ABC, Tony Whitby and Will Peacock. That's when I first started my journey into boxing.
So pretty natural then, you took to it pretty comfortably, something that you almost like you've been doing it all your life kind of thing. You very, very like duck to water almost for your boxing. Yeah,
definitely. My first day in the gym, I just went straight into it, joined in with the lads, good gang. They showed me the ropes and I just took to it very naturally, I just really enjoyed the sport. I enjoyed pushing myself on the physical side, but also the technical side I really enjoyed.
Awesome. So a bit of background on yourself, Joe. You were involved in Team GB, weren't you, as an amateur? Is that right?
Yes, that's correct, Mark. When I think it was 2014, that's when I got invited to go to Team GB for my trials, where it was long, hard months of training, back-to-back sessions. I was involved around a lot of big people in the sport of boxing, the likes of Nicola Adams before Rio 2016. There was Joe Joyce. There was a lot of big names, Joshua Boatti, who also won a medal in Rio. So it was a really good experience for me on the GB system.
Awesome. And then you made obviously the big decision to move to the pro career. Is that right?
That's correct. Unfortunately for myself, I was training leading up to the Rio Games in 2016, but I just fell short last minute at the selection, which was a bit gut-wrenching for myself, to be honest. But I really learned a lot from the experience, and I just took that all with me for my next step, which was always going to be turning professional. I always had the dream when I was younger of turning pro and winning titles and going on to do major things in the professional game. And that's when I signed to Frank Warren Promotions and BT Sport in 2017, 2018. And that's when my professional career started.
Oh, awesome. So just winding the clock back a little bit, obviously when you were younger, you were a little bit, you were fortunate enough to kind of win the Super Champion scheme, weren't you, in Tees Valley Sport? Is that right?
That's correct, yes. I was very fortunate. I was very lucky to have, a Tees Valley Sport sort of support me in that way, because what they did was they were able to support me with funding, which enabled me to get equipment for my training. It helped me to pay for my subs as well, for the gym, for my travel, my food, and stuff like that you really need as an amateur boxer coming up, because it's really tough times.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I can fully understand that. Talking about tough times, obviously, at the minute, life's not remotely normal as you'd expect things to be from obviously yourself being a professional boxer. So can you give people a bit of a pre-COVID. What was your life like before the government guidance for obviously boxing, for gyms being closed? What was your life like pre-COVID?
So pre-COVID, everything was just normal. Everything flowed well. There was a lot of opportunities for guys like myself who are up and coming in the sport, where shows were very regular. You know, you'd have a show every month, so there was more opportunities for you to get out and make progress in your career. The gym side of it, obviously there was no restrictions with the gym. You know, you were training around your friends, you were training around your team on a daily basis. Whereas now everything's just completely different. You know, with how COVID has affected the sport. It's just really hard times at the moment.
Yeah, and obviously in terms of your personal background, I'm guessing you have a job on top of training, or is it training full time? How does that work?
So pre-COVID, I was training full time. I was doing a little bit of coaching on the side with the young kids and everything, but it wasn't taking too much of my time. But now I've recently started working for Stockton Borough Council, doing the groundworks, road maintenance. I'm really grateful for the guys for taking me in, to be honest, because they've sort of given me the opportunity to get some working hours just while the sport is a little bit quiet for myself. So I'm really grateful for that.
Is that something that of other people had to do that? Similar, like people that you train with, people that you compete against, is that something that's been quite a big issue within boxing? Have other people had to go and find work, do you know, or is that something that you're not really sure on? What's that kind of been like within the circuit of boxing?
I think it has affected everyone financially, definitely, just because of how much time people have had out the ring. You know, the guys that have been fortunate enough and lucky enough to get out and box, it might be once in about 10 months or once in a year, and it's not enough really to make sure everything balances out. You know, so I think a lot of people we're all in the same boat. End of the day. I'm just really looking forward to time after COVID, when things go back to normal and I can really start pushing on in my career.
Yeah, and doing a little bit of after having a little look in your career, I'm right that you've now had 10 professional fights, and your last one was in February last year. Is that correct?
That's right. My last fight was MTK Global Show in February last year. That's correct. So it's coming up to 12 months now, a year out. You know, it's a long time without fighting. I've been in the gym, staying active. I've been training, making sure I'm learning every day, you know, and not wasting time, just so when the opportunity does present itself, which I do think is going to be soon, because we've had talks now with my managers and my coach, and everyone seems optimistic now that things will change.
That's good news, isn't it? That's really positive, and obviously it's a good sign of if things are moving with turning corners. You know, that's really good, isn't it? People like yourself who, you know, you need to be in the ring, don't you? It is really important to your career.
Oh, 100%, because one, you need to be making progress in your career. You need to be moving in the right direction. You know, I'd definitely say I would have fought for my first professional title if it wasn't for COVID now, because I've just missed out that a full year basically, you know, without fighting. Another thing is financially, obviously, if you don't fight, you don't get paid in boxing. That's how it goes. You know, it's a different to other sports, maybe like football, where professional football, they get paid a weekly basis. You know, there's no furlough scheme for professional fighters, so it's a really tough time.
Yeah, I can imagine. So obviously you are a local lad from the Tees Valley. So whereabouts do you train now then? What gym do you train out of? Who's the coach?
I'm training out of Natural Progression Boxing Academy, which is just in Stockton. It's not too far from where I stay as well. So it's great. It's local for me, you know. There's a great buzz around the gym, you know. My coach, Imran Naeem, he's been with me my whole professional career, and we just can't wait to get things moving now.
I can imagine it must be so frustrating for you. I mean, you know, it's your line, it's profession, and when you almost have you've had a full year of that taken away from you, you must be absolutely chomping at the bit to get going though, surely.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I tell him every day we're in the gym that I'm just really looking forward to getting back in there and, you know, doing what I do best, doing what I love as well. You know, it's it's a passion thing for myself and a lot of fighters. We're in the sport because we like doing what we're doing, you know. So at the moment, it's just tough, you know. We're at the standstill, but hopefully, with the vaccine getting rolled out now and everything that's happening, things are going to start looking up for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. So is there any, obviously you mentioned that talks are in places, have you got a rough time for when we might see you back in the ring? Is that something that you're working towards, or are you just staying fresh, staying fit, staying active and just waiting for your time? How's that working?
Well, an announcement could be imminent, really. We've had talks about end of March, April time. So all we need is about 6 weeks, 5 weeks to prepare, and we're good to go. I know that my promoters, they're starting to release more shows now, more dates are starting to become more active, you know, more available. So we're just waiting for our call, and we're staying ready in the gym always, and just can't wait to get going.
So a little bit about yourself. Obviously, you fight it. What's your perfect weight? Would it be flyweight or super flyweight? I've spotted you fight at both. So which is your kind of preference?
To be honest, I've been competing at super flyweights. I made flyweight championship weight yet. I haven't hit that limit yet. But I think either one. To be honest, I think either one, because there's only 3 pounds
Right.
difference between the two weight classes. So it's not a lot really.
No.
It's all about the opportunities, you know, what present themselves. Sometimes it might be at flyweight, and then I might have to jump up and then come back down. That's how the sport works. Sometimes, you know, you have to go where the opportunities present themselves, because just like we've had in the last 12 months, you know, you never know when your time comes. So you have to grab the opportunity with both hands when it presents itself.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, you know, you read a lot about this, about weight cuts. How far off your fighting weight do you sit normally, and how hard is the weight cut process?
I'd say losing weight in boxing, it's probably the toughest thing about it. You know, mentally, more mental than physical. I normally try and sit around 10 pounds above my fighting weight, just so I'm not killing myself, just so I'm not just draining myself too much, because it's unhealthy. You know, it's not good. It's not good for yourself to absolutely kill yourself in fight week. You have to do it properly. You have to do it gradually. You have to be smart about it, and it's all about having the right team around you. You know, a good coach, good nutritionist, which will give you advice on how to do the weight properly, gradually over the weeks. And I've never really had trouble with weight making as a professional. It's more or less just being disciplined throughout, really. That's the main thing I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you do to relax outside of boxing? Obviously, you know, training, I'd imagine you're probably training once, twice a day with your job. What do you do to relax? How do you switch off?
So switching off, I do like going on long walks, you know, outdoor walks, getting some fresh air. We've got a young daughter now, me and my partner, so I like to take her to the beach for an ice cream or something like that, you know, whenever we can, and just chill out with friends, really, just all the normal stuff, you know, anything that takes me away from the gym, that doesn't make me think about training and everything like that. I do like going for food, some nice food, you know, some nice restaurants in Middlesbrough, just chilling out, really, just chilling out, playing video games.
Do you like Palmo, Joe? Come on.
I do like a good chicken parmo, definitely. I normally go to Kilimanjaro and get my special straight after my fight, you know, after all the hard work and all the
straight
diet.
in there, straight from the ring, straight to Kilimanjaro.
That's the one. Mate.
Love that. So, have you got any plans post boxing? Obviously, I know a boxer's career can't go on forever. So, have you started thinking about that longer term plan? What, you know, would it be the coaching side of things? What are your thoughts around that? Have you even given it a thought?
I'd say I have given it a thought, not in depth, because right now I just want to mainly focus on my career and really do well in the sport. But I do understand what you're saying. Sometimes especially in elite sport, you know, everyone's got an expiry date, so you have to start thinking ahead. You have to start thinking about putting things in place. I am qualified level 3 personal trainer, I'm already coaching the young kids in the gym, and well, people of all ages really. So I really enjoy that side of the boxing. But I also like I'd love to go into business, maybe do some property, or maybe open up my own gym, maybe go into some fitness clothing. There's a lot of avenues to take. You know, we just have to sit down and think about it and really plan it properly.
Yeah, lots of possibilities, and I suppose, and someone like yourself, you know, you're going to be a role model for a lot of not just children but adults as well. You know, they're going to see you in your professional career, and they're going to, you know, they're going to aspire to be like someone like yourself. And you know, kids need a role model, need someone to aspire to be like, don't they? And adults as well. But it's not just kids, is it? It's both.
Oh, definitely. I try to always, you know, try and inspire the young kids that are up and coming. If anyone needs a hand in the gym, or they just need a little bit of advice, I'm always there. You know, I think it's only right for me to do that, because when I was that age, I was speaking to guys that were in my position, and I'd be asking them for advice, and that goes a long way. You know, to a kid, it can give them a lot of confidence to go on and do great things, and that's what it's all about. It's always about the next generation and the next generation, just helping other people, because I got help myself, you know, when I was that age.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, talking about role models, who are your role models? You growing up in the world of boxing, who did you aspire to be like? Was there somebody who you thought, oh, I'd love to have his career?
Yeah. When I was coming up, I used to watch a lot of the American boxers, the likes of Floyd Mayweather, likes of Bernard Hopkins. I used to watch him, and Amir Khan was one that I used to watch quite a lot when he went to the Olympics. I think it was age 17. I think he won a silver medal in the Olympics. He was the only guy that the Team GB sent that year, and just stuff like that really. Joe Calzaghe was another one who really inspired me. Just anyone with fast, good hand speed, I was really attracted to, and I think that's what caught the eye for me.
Oh, awesome. Well, Joe, it's been absolutely great to catch up with you. I won't have any more of your time. I'd imagine time's precious for you. Obviously, when you're having a bit of a downtime, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but I'd just like to say it's a huge thank you for you taking time out to speak to us. And, you know, it's great to hear about you. It's great to hear about your career, your ambitions after COVID when things settle down. So again, yeah, just thank you for your time.
No worries at all, Mark. It's my pleasure, really. Thank you for having me on.
Lovely. Well, stay safe and take care.
Thank you very much, mate. Take care.
Cheers, Joe.
Cheers.
What a great episode. Absolutely fantastic listening to Joe talking about how COVID's impacted his career to date. A year at the ring's a long time for a boxer, and it's great to hear how hungry he is to get back into it. And, you know, it's fantastic to hear about that he's got plans for after boxing, that it's not just about what he has now, it's about what his future might hold as well. It was great listening to how Future Champions impacted him. Future Champions is a great program that's run by Tees Valley Sport, and it impacts and affects the lives of lots of children within the Northeast and within Tees Valley, with terms of providing funding for equipment, providing gym for children. So yeah, it's great that he was impacted with this as well, and it's something that he was involved with at a young age. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you do want to subscribe to us, please subscribe on our YouTube channel, on Spotify, or anywhere you can get your podcasts. And I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for listening.